Hey guys, Novaexplosion. Welcome back to more Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. We are, the camp, this sounds right. I believe we're at the end of chapter 5. We're either on the last map, like the main mission map, or we're on a side mission map. I don't remember. But I think we have a couple of supports to watch, and I wanted to do some stuff with the facilities before we moved on. Let me just see if I can refresh myself here. Yeah, new support conversations available. Dude, it's so nice that the game's like, hey, this is what you have available. So, actually, take me to the facility first. I want to see everyone's levels really quick and see what I want to do with this.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, I concur. Ooh. Could make you, you're already a Pegasus Knight. I just want to take a look at my classes and see what I kind of want to do here. What can Linhardt become? Linhardt could be a Dark Bishop. Probably the best thing to do, right? I would assume so. Yeah, we could probably do that. What are you right now, an archer? Yeah, that sounds right. I guess Bow Knight. I'm rarely going to use Shamir, but having her for backup is nice. What I'm unsure about is, you. Chat, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Someone told me about, like, you can, like, switch... Like, I think you can, like, do the training thing with training points. You can, like, switch the class and try to get points in other points, even if you're not equipped. I'll explain more about what I learned later, but I think I haven't been confused by the training facility, but I think I'm understanding it better now. Is there any facility I want to expand? I should probably check that, shouldn't I? How we doing here?
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
Increase that to 5? Might as well, honestly. I really want to get there, but I think I'm assuming the game, we're going to have to advance the story a little bit to get advanced classes. Reduces higher quality training weapons, reducing maintenance costs. You know what? Yeah, why not? Doesn't take that much materials. Definitely get the blacksmith leveled up once. Hire an apprentice blacksmith to teach a blacksmithing technique. Allows level D weapons to be repaired. Interesting. Can't get that. Can get this. You know what? Yeah, I get this too. Dude, I love this facility system. Forge Relay facility effects. Unlocking Forge Hammer and Forge Anvil facility effects will increase the might and durability of forged weapons. Will apply to already forged weapons that drop in battle. Okay. Weapons that have already been forged will need their forge progress reset. Go to blacksmith forge weapon. Alright. Alright. That's neat. Dude, I'm just loving this. Or these two. Slightly increases the chances of succeeding when volunteering. Yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll do the one above. I would love to level up all of these facilities for the playthrough, like get them maxed. So right now, I'm kind of like, hey, what's important? But also at the same time, I'm going to try to get them all anyway. We need more sutler licenses. I'm not really in the mood to go there yet.
Let me know.
We'll work on that, though. How are we doing with records?
How'd it go?
56. Okay, so 4 more till we get the bullion. Nice.
Any result's a good result.
I think that's about it. Oh, I got a training point. That's nice.
You need me?
Since I got a training point, let's go to the training instructor and do what I was talking about.
Time to work you into shape.
And we got a fit slot, which is amazing. So, I can actually, if I wanted to, I can, like, for example, if I wanted Lorenz to train down this path so I could switch him back and forth, I can do that. I have not been doing that, but it's a good idea to consider. So if there's anyone I'm like, hey, I want to get them a different, thing, like Ignatz. I don't mind Ignatz as an archer, but it wouldn't hurt to get Ignatz some points in Myrmidon and try to get Trickster, just to have a Trickster. So we can have Ignatz train there. For anyone else I wanna get stuff up in. Where's Hilda? Yeah, the ones with the stars are the ones that are mastered. So I could always switch if I wanted to. Falcon Knight, Holy Knight. Mother Savant for Hilda? You know what? Why not? Used to have her trained in it. Why not, dude? I like the Flugel, but maybe with you, we should train in something else. There's Mercenary. We train you in Myrmidon too. Why not? Marianne as a warrior. Imagine, dude. Claude seems like we can probably get better stuff. We could get Claude higher in Fighter. Just to get him other pads. That'd be interesting. And more Cavalier for you is fine. And then we have another slot. Might as well use it. That should be fine.
I had this power within me all the while?
I bet this'll come in handy.
This way we can branch out if we wanted to switch classes mid-go.
This is suitable.
Suitable indeed.
Training
Alright,
with proper training.
that's enough of that, and then we have another point. Let me see if I can use that really quick. Also, I should probably go around and give gifts for morale. Let me see if I can do Chore Master and maybe not worry about it. How we doing on morale? You're pretty good, you're pretty good. Raphael needs morale, and that's about it. Everyone else has morale. Raphael and Ignatz. Let's do Raphael and Ignatz just to get them both morale. They're the two lowest.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Leave the heavy lifting to me. You can do all the brain work, Ignatz.
Yes, let's work together.
Yo, a perfect. Let's get it. I think that's the first one for the playthrough.
Finally done. That turned out pretty good, huh?
All because we stuck to our strengths.
We all must do our fair share.
I'm also pretty sure that they have supports together a decent amount. So that's good. Now we got some supports to watch. How many do we have? Shez Hilda, Shez Lorenz, Shez Ignatz, Shez Leone. Hilda Leone. That's 5. Raphael and Ignatz, that's 6. Should be 6 supports. Okay, 6 supports. Let's get all the ones with Shez done first.
Hey, still alive?
Think it'd be pretty obvious if I wasn't. But yes, I'm back and all in one piece.
Well, that's a relief. However, I noticed your approach to battle hasn't changed one bit. You still charge to the front and dive right into the thick of it.
I was trying to be careful, but I guess it didn't really work.
Well, you are some kind of master soldier, right? I'm starting to think you might not get yourself killed after all.
Huh. So now you approve of my approach? Why the change of heart?
I realized that taking the lead and fighting at the front is exactly what my brother does.
True. And they say Holst is the bravest commander in all of Leicester.
I can see it.
Usually the commanders stay in the back so they can see the whole battlefield and give orders. And not my brother. Honestly, he can't stand being back there. He has to be leading the charge.
I mean, have you seen him? Do you really blame him?
That's why I used to worry myself sick every time he went off to battle. But at some point, I'm not sure when, I became convinced that my brother would never die.
What made you think that?
I'm not sure. But it's not like there's anyone out there who can beat him, right? When I realized that, it just seemed like a waste of time to worry about him so much.
If anything, you should be pitying the chumps on the other side.
Precisely. And then I realized it's the same with you. You're just like my brother.
Oh no, she thinks of me as my brother. Is that a sure sign that she's rejecting me?
It's an honor to be put in the same category as Holst.
Now I know I'm wasting my time worrying about you. And it's not like I can stop you anyway. I actually hope you keep doing what you do, so I can take it easy in the back.
That's the plan, but I'm pretty sure I've seen you fighting up front with me recently. You even seem to be enjoying yourself.
Me? Enjoying myself? Please. If I'm fighting at the front, it's because I have no other choice.
No choice but to tear enemies sunder.
The whole time I'm fighting, I'm wishing I could be cheering everyone on from the sidelines instead. You know, yelling stuff like, "Smash 'em good!" and "Yeah, use those muscles!"
You think Raphael's gonna fight? That's cute.
That would really inspire our troops, right? And remember, this is me we're talking about.
You know what else would inspire our troops? Hilda, Hilda. That would inspire.
Sure, you could motivate anyone.
I know, right? Next time, I'll cheer for you too. You'll see how inspiring it can be.
All right, sounds good. I'll keep an ear out.
Hilda, Hilda. That would inspire. Alright, let's get this over with.
I was wondering who it was. What fortuitous timing.
Did you need me for something?
Nothing in particular. I was simply thinking of having a little chat with you. Please, do relax.
But I already am relaxed.
I've heard your background is quite the mystery. And what's more, that you possess some sort of unknown power. It's certainly a bold decision for Claude to put someone like that in charge of frontline force.
I don't know if there's anything bold.
Oh, my
about
bad.
it.
It's certainly a bold decision for Claude to put someone like that in charge of frontline forces.
I don't know if there's anything bold about it.
Oh? It seems you do not understand your unique position then. Each noble house in Leicester commands its own knights, and those knights in turn enact the will of their lords through the soldiers in their employ. But you are no knight, merely a mercenary who commands soldiers in fealty to nobody at all.
Maybe so, but all my orders come straight from the Alliance leader himself. What's the problem?
There is no problem, per se. You excel at what you do and fight with true valor. However, protecting the people of Leicester has always been the nobility's responsibility, and theirs alone. Some nobles may feel insulted that they have to rely on a simple mercenary of unknown origin.
Seriously? But nobles are usually the ones hiring mercenaries in the first place.
On the other hand, I hear there are more commanders of common birth in the Empire of late. Given our current lack of resources, the Alliance could serve to learn from them and promote more commoners through our ranks. Which means there should be no particular reason for anyone to resent you.
Didn't you just say they might feel insulted? If nobody's getting all hot under the armor about it, then there's no problem, right?
That said, this does not change the fact that a noble's obligation is to protect the common folk. Though your exact origins remain unclear, you undoubtedly fall into the commoner category as it stands. Therefore, you are entitled to all the protection a noble is compelled to provide. Simply say the word if you ever require my assistance.
Probably never gonna require your assistance. Well, I'll say that does sound pretty good, because as I said, Lorenz is kind of growing on me a bit.
Of course, Lorenz. You'll be the first person I go to. Capable guy like you has plenty of sway with the other nobles, after all.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I said it's a good idea. I never said he'll be the first person.
You know, at first I thought you were just coming to complain, but you were actually trying to be nice.
Me? Nice? To you? Oh my, you are funny. Allow me to explain. I am the heir to House Gloucester, a noble among nobles.
Yes, I'm aware. I play 3 houses.
My offer of aid was not an act of kindness. It was a means to inform you of your place in this society. You would do well to remember the order of things here in Fodlan.
So, you just came to tell me how I'm disrupting the order? You are complaining.
Most certainly not. Do you really think me that small-minded? I've acknowledged your skills, and all I ask in return is that you act according to your station. Understand?
Not really, no. I mean, we're at war, and you're seriously telling me I need to worry about how nobles and commoners are supposed to act? In any case, my job as a mercenary is to fight. Simple as that. You're wasting your time if you're gonna get all bent out of shape about me.
I am not getting... Never mind. We shall continue this at a later date.
I was saying that Lorenz was not getting on my nerves as much, but that conversation was not a good representation of that.
Oh, hey, Ignatz. What you reading?
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely didn't hear me. Hey, Ignatz!
Huh? What? Oh, it's you. Can you please try to not sneak up on me like that?
Sorry about that. I was trying to talk to you, but it didn't seem like anything was getting through.
Those noises were something.
Looks like you're really into that book, or whatever it is. What's it about? It doesn't look like battle tactics at the very least.
You're right. This is the Traveler's Journal. It chronicles places that lie beyond Fodlan's borders.
You've seriously been lugging books around with you? Though, I admit, that does sound like a good one.
Yes, it's fascinating. The author's unknown, but whoever it was really traveled to all these places and documented everything. It's amazing how vastly things can differ depending on where you are. Like the plants or the animals or even the ore in the ground. And of course, the way people live in those areas is so diverse too. Like their food and their clothes. But what's most interesting to me is the architecture. Ruins in Fodlan contain ancient architectural styles that are, for some reason, also found on faraway islands.
All right. I get the picture. You talk like you've seen it all firsthand.
Well, I really try to place myself in the author's shoes when I read. I'd love to visit all those places myself. Well, I really try to place myself in the author's shoes when I read. So I guess in a way...
I always press X too fast, I'm sorry.
I'd love to visit all those places myself, but that's easier said than done.
Thank goodness there's a backlog.
Especially since I became a knight.
The way you say that makes me think you never wanted to be a knight in the first place.
Oh, no! No, of course I did. At any rate, both my father and my brother are pleased that it's official.
Sounds to me like you became a knight for them.
That's not it at all. I'm very happy with my decision, honest.
Does this alternate timeline not have Ignatz wanting to be a painter? Or is that going to come up later?
Even though you can't go off traveling?
Yeah, getting sent out to different locations for battle is kind of the same thing. Oh, but of course the mission always comes first. It's not like I go off wandering whenever I feel the urge.
Uh-huh. But you would if you could, right?
Why do you keep asking me about this? All these leading questions, they're uncalled for. I might not be able to travel of my own volition, but I can read books and go wherever I want in my imagination. And that's good enough for me.
We'll see about that.
Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Hmm?
Phew, what a workout. Oh, hey, are you here to train too?
Nah, just grabbing something I forgot earlier. Is this normal training time for you, Leone?
Well, yeah. We've been so busy lately, I've had to squeeze it in whenever I can.
Huh. You work hard. For a mercenary.
I'm just starting out in my career, so I can't afford to slack off now. I only started training as a merc after the Officers' Academy closed, remember? Meanwhile, you were one before you even came to the Academy. You've got years of experience on me.
Still, you're skilled, and you've got brains, which means you're more promising than the average rookie.
I hope you're right. I have to distinguish myself at some point, or else I won't be able to face the captain.
You have a captain?
Yep. He visited my village when I was a kid, and I practically begged him to make me his apprentice.
I was probably a huge nuisance, but I was so desperate to get out of my village and be independent. Gerald treated me like an annoying little brat at first, but eventually, he taught me for real. He showed me everything. Tricks of the trade, standard training routines, basic strategy. Don't you have a mentor? Someone who showed you the ropes?
A mentor? I do have a mentor, in a sense. You know, someone who occasionally gives me advice and stuff.
Probably Arval you're talking about.
That sounds sort of vague, but I guess there can be all kinds of mentors. Either way, you still have loads more experience than me. I need to work hard so I can catch up with you.
Well, if you ever want help from an old pro, just say the word.
Thanks. I'm glad to have a role model I can count on.
I like the relationship Shez and Leonie have. Kind of like what Byleth and Leonie have, but there's one problem. Byleth was a silent protagonist, so this works a lot better, I feel. How many more sports do we have? We have Hilda and Leonie, and I think Raphael and Ignatz. Let's do Raphael and Ignatz, and then we'll do Hilda and Leonie after.